For more than a century, communities in America's coal-bearing regions helped power our country's economic growth. In Appalachia in the east, to tribal lands in the west and places across the country, these people have long borne the brunt of health and environmental hazards and the economic fallout of the coal industry. As our nation continues moving toward cleaner, more sustainable forms of energy, these communities must not be left behind. This 55-acre coal waste pile in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, has polluted the air and groundwater for over 100 years, threatening the health of nearby communities and rendering the land unusable for homes, recreation, or wildlife. This is just one of thousands of abandoned coal mine sites across the country. These sites often have open mine shafts, underground fires, acidic drainage into streams, or soil erosion. Abandoned mine lands can cause dangerous flooding and are a significant source of greenhouse gases. These problems are left over from decades ago, when coal companies could just walk away from the damaged land and water when they were done mining. In 1977, Congress passed a law requiring reclamation of all future surface mines. To address the massive backlog of old sites needing reclamation, the law established the Abandoned Mine Land, or AML program, setting a fee on coal production to fund cleanup of past damage. Over the last 40 years, the AML fee has provided about $8 billion to clean up sites that pose the worst health and safety threats to the public. The program has eliminated over 45,000 open mine portals, reclaimed over 1,000 miles of unstable rock walls, and restored water supplies to countless residents of coal communities. But there are still thousands of these unusable and dangerous sites. The federal government says it would cost at least $11 billion more to complete the job. But that's a low estimate. Additional AML sites continue to be identified. Existing sites are getting worse, and the cost of reclamation continues to rise with inflation. New research from the Ohio River Valley Institute found that cleaning up all remaining AML sites before 2050 will cost anywhere from $21 to $33.6 billion. Currently, the AML fund has only $2.3 billion. Worse, the fee that keeps the AML program going ends this September, unless Congress acts. Congress must act to reauthorize the Abandoned Mine Lands program and continue cleaning up these dangerous scars on our land. Adjusted for inflation, the current AML fees are just 18% of what Congress set 40 years ago. But the coal industry wants to drop these AML fees even lower. That is unacceptable. Congress must fully reauthorize the Abandoned Mine Lands program and not lower the fees. Even with the fees at their current level, the program will provide far less than what we need to clean up all AML sites. But reauthorization is a critical step. There is good news. Mine reclamation is a jobs program. Spending $1 billion annually on AML reclamation would create 13,000 jobs each year. And here's even better news. In addition to making communities safer, reclaiming abandoned mine lands, if it's done right, can also open the door to new economic projects. Agriculture, forestry, solar energy installations, outdoor recreation, almost anything's possible. For example, some communities have turned cleaned up mine sites into a facility to produce paint pigments from acid mine drainage, new bike trails along closed mine portals, a hydroponic indoor farm raising fish and growing greens, and even a winery with grapes grown on formerly mined land. Entrepreneurs and community groups are working to start dozens of projects, and a temporary federal funding program is helping to make some of these visions a reality. But more action is urgently needed. Cleaning up and repurposing abandoned mine lands is a popular idea in coal communities, and a bill in Congress, the Reclaim Act, has bipartisan support. The Reclaim Act would accelerate spending by $1 billion over 5 years on these kinds of repurposing projects. Congress has an opportunity now to clean up abandoned mines and create jobs, restoring damaged land and water across the country. Call 1-888-464-1997 to hear more and be connected directly with your legislators to urge them to do 2 things. 1. Pass both bills. Pass the Reclaim Act and fully reauthorize the Abandoned Mine Lands Program. And 2. Pass the billions needed for full AML cleanup.